darkness. Hold on to your wigs and secure your edges, because what I'm about to spill is the kind of tea that'll have you reaching for your smelling salts. We're diving deep into what might just be the messiest, most dramatic, and absolutely scandalous celebrity feud of recent times. The players in this explosive drama, none other than Soulja Boy and Marlon Wayans. And let me tell you, this situation has more twists and turns than a roller coaster at Six Flags. Let me set the stage for this absolutely explosive situation that has the entire entertainment industry clutching their pearls and reaching for their popcorn. What started as a seemingly innocent comment has snowballed into an avalanche of accusations, reveals, and the kind of tea that has social media working overtime. The drama is so intense, your notifications might need their own notifications just to keep up. Now, let's rewind to where this whole catastrophic chain of events began. Because baby, you need the full context to appreciate just how messy this situation has become. Picture this: Soulja Boy, thinking he's making power moves, decides to perform at the presidential inauguration. Yes, you read that right. That inauguration. Already people were giving this choice the kind of side-eye that could cause whiplash, especially considering the current political climate. I mean, the tension was already thicker than a bowl of day-old grits. So there we were, minding our business, when someone decided to ask Marlon Wayans about his thoughts on whether black artists performing at the inauguration would face cancellation. And honey, his response? It lit the kind of fire that even the best firefighters couldn't contain.
Completely inspired. That's why I took the hat. I want to confuse people.
Man, this hat say
Nah, the
Make
hat's
America
wild.
Laugh
Make
again.
America laugh again. Because
Yeah.
I take something that could be toxic, and I'm going, no, there's a flip on this. Let's make it non-toxic.
Yeah.
Let's make this love. Because I want the judgmental to be like, oh, you want to know, and then they look at that, but, oh, my bad, bro.
Because
My
they get
bad.
the going on you real quick.
They was like, oh,
Immediately.
you old Snoop. And then,
Yeah, they
They been on his
canceling
head.
Snoop. They canceling Snoop, Nelly. What's your take on that with seeing?
I mean, Soulja Boy, he been canceled. He nobody cares, Soulja Boy. So Soulja Boy better go get that check. Yeah, I don't think he had hits and woo.
It's been a minute.
It's been a while.
He don't care.
Well, let me tell you something. Soulja Boy took that comment and ran with it faster than a track star with rocket boots. The man didn't just get mad, he got volcanic. He stormed onto Twitter like a hurricane in stilettos, fingers flying across that keyboard with the fury of 1,000 scorned exes. His tweet: Marlon weighs you a B, and you not funny, shut up ninja, keep selling your soul and sucking the higher up D. Now, if you thought that was the end of it, honey, grab your emergency backup wig because this story is just getting started. Marlon Wayans, never one to back down from a challenge, came back with the kind of clapback that had everyone's group chats exploding. He hit Soulja with this response that sent shockwaves through the internet. Little boy, go sit your little A down on some uncle lap and shut the F up. Let me pause right here for a moment of serious talk, because this is where things took a turn that needs addressing. Marlon's comment about potential SA trauma, that crossed a line thicker than Mac's Studio Fix Foundation. We don't play with that kind of trauma, period. It's the kind of comment that makes everyone in the room go silent for all the wrong reasons. Soulja Boy, understandably, wasn't about to let that implication slide. He came back with the force of a Category 5 hurricane. A ninja ever touch me, they going to die. I don't play that gay stuff you suck D for your movie roles. I got my ish out of the mud by myself. No help, just the internet. The tension at this point was so thick you could cut it with a knife and serve it as dessert. But wait, because this back and forth was about to escalate faster than your heart rate after 3 shots of espresso. Marlon, clearly in his bag and ready to serve looks and reads, fired back with this absolute scorcher. Hey, Soulja Boy, you a grown man and still use the word boy in your name. That's what they were calling you at that event, huh? Hey there, boy, can you do that dance for me? I'll throw you a meme coin F out of here, slappy. Soulja, feeling some type of way about that particular read, tried to gather what was left of his dignity and responded, I can't believe I'm arguing with a ninja that dressed up like a white bee. What the F is wrong with me? But child, he wasn't done. He took to Instagram Live to throw more shade at Marlon's acting choices. And let me tell you, the comments section was moving faster than your bank account on payday.
Talk about me because you think I perform for the president. Meanwhile, nigga, you dressed up like a white on my mom. with blonde wig, blonde hair. They probably put a pussy on you. They probably tucked your for that move. On my mama, they probably tucked your for that move. Painted you white. And you got something to say about me because you think I performed for the president. I ain't even performed for that. I performed at a crypto event where y'all don't know what the fuck y'all be talking about. Compare them to.
Now, this is where the situation went from messy to catastrophic. Soulja Boy, clearly pressed about being called a sellout, and honey, that comment must have hit harder than your mama's wooden spoon, decided to take things to a level that had the entire internet ready to revoke his social media privileges. He brought Marlon's child into the beef, saying something so disrespectful it had people reaching for their phones to hit that unfollow button faster than light. That is run in the family, huh, Marlon WS? No wonder you like dressing up as a bee, it's in your blood. Let me give you the necessary background here because this context is more important than setting powder on a humid day. Back in 2023, Marlon Wayans shared something deeply personal with the world. His child, who was assigned female at birth, had transitioned to male. And let me tell you something about Marlon's response to this journey. It was nothing but pure love, support, and the kind of parenting that should be taught in schools.
That transition into a son. My daughter Amai is now Kai.
Truthful.
And so
Okay.
And so I talk about the transition, not her their transition, but my transition as a parent, going from ignorance and denial to complete unconditional love and acceptance.
Gotcha.
And I think there's a lot of parents out there that need to have that message.
Speaking of support, let me elaborate on how Marlon has been showing up and showing out for his child. This man hasn't just been talking the talk. He's been walking the walk in Pride events, showing what unconditional parental love looks like in real time. During Pride Month last year, he participated in this absolutely gorgeous photo shoot and penned a message that had everyone in their feelings. Happy Pride to all my LGBTQ plus peoples. PS, I'm straight, well, according to my child cisgender male, I just love and support my peoples. The way Marlon has handled his child's journey has been nothing short of inspirational, which makes what happened next even more shocking. When Soulja Boy decided to bring Marlon's child into this beef, baby, the gloves didn't just come off, they were launched into another dimension. Marlon came back with a read so devastating it had English teachers taking notes. If Soulja Boy had a career, he could get canceled for this type of slander. Luckily, he ain't been relevant since 2007. But that wasn't all. Marlon then dropped this bomb that had everyone's eyebrows raised higher than rent in Manhattan, suggesting Soulja might have some substance issues. I'm sorry, Soulja Boy said, what now, looking like you give up anything for some child. The shade of it all had people reaching for their sunglasses in the middle of the night. Now, here's where this story takes a turn that nobody saw coming, because the internet has receipts longer than a CVS receipt on Black Friday. People started bringing up Soulja Boy's own past and Chile. The irony is thicker than a professional baker's chocolate mousse. Remember that suspicious photo shoot with 50 Cent that had everyone's group chats buzzing? And don't even get me started on what went down with Tasha K last year. That situation was messier than a toddler's first attempt at finger painting. The plot thickened when Soulja tried to come for Metro Boomin's late mother. I know, the audacity of it all. And Meek Mill had to step in like a bouncer at an exclusive club with this warning. Soulja, if you say you're going to smoke somebody and they see you and actually smoke you, it's self-defense, y'all losing touch of reality for some likes and clout insane. But hold on to your seats because the real gag-worthy moment came during Tasha K's interview. She brought on William the Baddest, and what happened next had everyone's jaws on the floor and their wigs in orbit.
I loved it. I loved it. I had some it was Louis, it was everything, and it was perfect. And he was like, take this, you white bitch, white. Like he kept like, he's very like into like the race play stuff. But here's the thing, I don't know if this was really him or it was like drunk him or like, yo, I'm nervous. I'm like, is he gonna hurt me? Is he making music? I'm so nervous. I go up the stairs and I'm just heart beating, you know what I mean? He was like, hey, what's up? And I was like, hey, what's up? He was like, you get down? And I was like, oh, am I gay? Yeah, I'm gay as fuck. I get in there and at that moment I go from professional, like a fan, to like, you're about to have sex with him, right?
Now, in the interest of fairness, because your girl always tries to keep it balanced, I should mention that Soulja Boy denied these allegations faster than a shopaholic denies their credit card statements. However, here's the piping hot tea that nobody can ignore. Fans have been giving Soulja the kind of side-eye that could cause neck strain, suspecting he might be a little, shall we say, zesty. So for him to come for Marlon, a father who's showing nothing but love and support for his child with homophobic comments, that's the kind of irony that makes Shakespeare look amateur. The internet's reaction to this whole situation was absolutely everything. One fan served this reality check that had everyone nodding in agreement. Soulja Boy needs attention so bad bro should focus on making it hit again. Another comment had me cackling louder than a hyena at a comedy show. I feel like if I was a celebrity and someone called me not relevant enough to even cancel, I'd just walk into the woods and never return. And honey, let's talk about the ultimate backfire of this whole situation. Soulja really thought he was doing something by throwing slurs at Marlon's son, but all he managed to do was destroy his own reputation faster than ice cream melts in July. The clownery truly came back to bite him like a hungry mosquito at an all-you-can-eat buffet. This entire situation has more layers than your grandmother's lasagna, and each layer reveals something more shocking than the last. The way Soulja Boy tried to come for Marlon but ended up exposing himself, that's what we call karma. And baby, she showed up wearing her finest outfit and ready to serve. Let's be real for a moment. This whole drama reads like a masterclass in what not to do on social media. First of all, coming for someone's child, that's the kind of low that makes the Dead Sea look like Mount Everest. And trying to shame someone for being a supportive parent in this economy, the math ain't mathing, the vibes ain't vibing, and the logic has left the chat entirely. This feud has given us enough material to write a whole dissertation on celebrity drama, but the biggest takeaway? Sometimes the loudest ones throwing shade are the ones with the most to hide. Marlon showed us what real parenting looks like: unconditional love, support, and standing up for your children no matter what. Meanwhile, Soulja, well, let's just say he might want to focus on making hits instead of making enemies. As this drama continues to unfold, because, let's be honest, this tea is still brewing, one thing remains crystal clear. You don't come for someone's child, especially when they're just living their authentic truth. The internet has a long memory, and this kind of behavior, it sticks to your reputation like gum on a hot sidewalk. Stay tuned, because something tells me this story isn't over yet. And remember, if you're going to throw shade, make sure your own house isn't made of glass, because the internet will find your window supplier. Now let's see what other drama unfolds in our next story.